So, I just read through a bunch of dating app statistics and research studies about what women want. And honestly, half the stuff is complete BS. Now, before you think that I've lost my mind because I'm not into science or stats, let me explain why your wing girl is about to tell you to ignore most of the dating advice that's based on statistics and polls. Look, I am not a scientist. I'm a wing girl. I'm not here to wave around research papers and pretend that that's how attraction actually works in the real world. I am your wing girl. For 21 years, I've been teaching what women actually do versus what they say they want in surveys. And let me tell you, there's a massive gap between the two. So keep watching this video and I'll explain exactly what I mean. I'm Marie, and from here on out, I will be your very own personal wing girl. Every week, I'm going to give you the no BS insider info about what women really want versus what they say they want, plus the most effective methods to win over any woman you like. So just hit that subscribe button now so that you never miss a video, because today we're talking about why you need to stop reading dating statistics and start taking action. You go online, you read that 72% of women want long-term relationships, or 48% of women prefer taller men, or women swipe right on less than 15% of profiles, and suddenly you're paralyzed by these numbers. You start thinking, well, if I'm not tall, I only have a 52% chance. Or if she's looking for a long-term relationship and I'm not sure, maybe I shouldn't approach. Stop right there. You're letting statistics steal your confidence and your opportunities. Because here's what these studies don't tell you. They're asking women what they think they want while sitting at home, filling out a survey, trying to sound reasonable and socially acceptable. That's not the same as what happens when you walk up to a woman with confidence and create a real connection. The stats say women want authenticity and emotional connection above all else. They want men who practice self-care and value mental health. But then the same women who filled out those surveys are going home with confident guys who teased them at the bar and made them laugh. Not the guy who spent 20 minutes talking about his meditation practice and skincare routine. The stats say 37% of women only want to date guys who share their perspective on relationships and their relationship timelines and milestones. But I've seen countless women fall for guys who were the complete opposite of what they thought they wanted just because there was chemistry and attraction. Here's the truth. Attraction doesn't care about your survey responses, and dating apps are the worst place to understand how attraction actually works on Tinder, Hinge, or Bumble, or the whatever you're on. You have 3 seconds to make an impression with a photo. That is not real life. In real life, you have your voice, you have your energy, you have your confidence, you have your humor, your presence, you have chemistry and connection and conversation. But the studies are telling you that women get 4 times more matches than men. So you should be worried about the competition. No, you should be grateful that most men are hiding behind apps instead of approaching women in person, because that gives you a massive advantage. While they're crafting the perfect profile, you can walk up to any woman and immediately stand out just by having the confidence to start a conversation, because you've watched all my videos or you've read all my programs that tell you exactly how to do this, and you've practiced everything. So you know how to do it. Instead of thinking, I'm going to approach her because I'm attracted to her, you start thinking, well, statistically, my chances aren't so great, so maybe I shouldn't try. Instead of being bold and taking risks, you start calculating probabilities and playing it safe. And safe is boring. Safe doesn't create attraction. Women don't fall for safe. They fall for confident men who take action despite not knowing the outcome. So, before I continue tearing apart these statistics, let me talk about something that actually will improve your dating life. It is joy mode. You know what's better than reading studies about what women want? Being the kind of man who can deliver when it matters. Joy mode is a natural sexual performance booster that helps you perform at your peak. It's made with clinically supported ingredients like L-Theanine, arginine, yamamine, and vitamin C. And I hope I said those words right. One of my clients told me that knowing he could perform confidently gave him the courage to approach women he previously would have been nervous to talk to, just because he started taking these. So I want you to go to tryjoymo.com Marnie, or use Marn at checkout for a code and get 20% off your first order, because confidence in the bedroom creates confidence everywhere else. Now let's get back to why statistics are sabotaging your dating life. Forget everything you've read about what percentage of women want this or that. Here's what actually creates attraction: confidence. Not the kind you get from reading that 36% of women value self-care, the kind you get from taking action despite uncertainty. Presence when you're fully engaged with the woman in front of you instead of worrying about whether you fit some statistical profile, chemistry, which can't be measured or predicted by any study ever conducted, authenticity. Not the buzzword version where you share your feelings on the first date, the real version where you're comfortable being you, comfortable in your own skin. That is sexy. You want some real statistics? Here they are. 100% of the women you don't approach will never be interested in you. 0% of women are impressed by men who are paralyzed by overthinking. And here's my favorite statistic. Every woman who's ever fallen in love has fallen for someone who ignored the conventional wisdom about what women want. Because attraction is individual, not statistical. The woman standing in front of you doesn't care what some survey says about women in general. She cares about how you make her feel in that moment. I had a client who spent months reading dating studies and statistics. He knew that women prefer men who are 6 feet tall, made 7 figures, and have college degrees. He was 5'8", worked in construction, and never went to college. So he didn't approach anyone for months while we were working together because statistically he kept believing he wasn't what women wanted. But we kept working together and I kept trying to convince him to approach and build up his confidence, presence, and skill set. So he did the work on himself. Then one day, he finally got tired of being alone and wanted to listen to me and approached a woman at a coffee shop, not because the statistics gave him the hope, but because he decided to stop caring about them, as I had been telling him for months, and they have been together now for 2 years. She didn't fall for his height or for his income. She fell for his confidence, his humor, and the fact that he had the courage to approach her when other guys were just staring. Here's what 21 years of being a wing girl has talking. Every woman is different. Every situation is unique. Every connection is individual. The woman who says she only dates tall guys might fall for a shorter man who makes her laugh. The woman who says she wants a serious relationship might have amazing chemistry with someone who's not ready to settle down. The woman who says looks don't matter might be immediately attracted to someone who's not conventionally handsome, but carries himself with absolute confidence. Statistics try to predict human behavior, but attraction isn't predictable. It's spontaneous, it's chemical, it's personal. And that's actually great news for you. Stop reading studies about what women want and start paying attention to the woman in front of you. Stop calculating your odds and start creating opportunities. I know it helps with your confidence to feel like you're armed with something, but stop trying to become what statistics say women prefer and start becoming the most confident version of yourself. Because here's the truth nobody talks about. The most attractive thing about a man isn't his height or his income or how well he fits some profile. It's his willingness to take risks, to approach, to put himself out there despite not knowing what will happen. That is masculine. That is attractive. And that's something no statistic can properly measure. Ladies love confidence, but they're attracted to courage. The courage to approach without guarantee, the courage to be yourself without knowing if she's going to like it, not even caring if she likes it. The courage to create a connection instead of hiding behind data. So, the next time you read that 73% of women want X or only 23% of women are interested in Y, remember this. You're not trying to attract 73% of women. You're trying to attract one woman, the one standing in front of you. And she doesn't care about statistics. She cares about how you make her feel. Look, I get why statistics feel safer. They make you think you can predict and control the outcome. But attraction isn't about safety. It's about chemistry. It's about connection and taking chances. So, here's what I want you to do. Forget every dating statistic you've ever read. Stop calculating your odds. Instead, focus on becoming the kind of man who creates opportunities instead of waiting for them. And if you want help becoming that man, listen to me very carefully. I can help you. You know, the only statistic that actually matters, you miss 100% of the shots that you never take. And here's the thing, you don't have to figure this out alone. I have a team of 9 amazing wing girls who work with me. Actually, I have 12 now. 12 wing girls who understand exactly how female attraction works in the real world, not in some survey, and will teach you how to approach any woman with confidence, create real connections, and stop overthinking your way out of opportunities. While other guys are still reading studies and calculating their odds, you will be out there actually creating attraction with women who matter to you. We'll give you all the statistics you need, 100% confidence in your approach, 100% clarity on what women actually respond to, and 100% support from women who want you to succeed. So apply to work with our team now. I have put the link in the description box below. Don't let another day go by wondering what if, and don't let statistics steal another opportunity from you. Apply now, and let my team of wing girls help you become the man who doesn't need to read studies about attraction because he's too busy creating it. Hit that like button if this opened your eyes to how statistics might be sabotaging your dating life. And let me know in the comments, have you ever let statistics talk you out of approaching someone? I want to hear your stories. I want to hear what you have to say. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next week. Music.